Alright, so I'm just going to show a couple tricks here. So let's say we have something like this. Just make sure you have enough subdivisions. You see, I kind of was lazy here. But you have enough subdivisions, enough topology for the bend to actually work. So first is make sure it's united, single mesh. And then we're going to go deform, nonlinear, bend. So we can get the curvature going right out of the gate. So let's see. Go 180. For some reason it wasn't tracking for me. And then just I'm holding J. I'm gonna rotate it so the bend actually influences the geometry the way I want. And then what I'll have to do is select both, pretty sure both bend and the geometry itself. And then I'll have to maybe even group them and then position them the way I want. It would be maybe the better way, because then both transforms are being adjusted the same way. So you see I have quite a lot of control. We're assuming this is the arm, okay? Now, there's another thing we can do. So let's get rid of the bend. So 0. We can now erase, or I guess I could have just erased it. And then Shift P, and then let's zero everything out. Bring it back. So I can do a trick here. So if this is my arm, what I can do is I can create two edge loops that will kind of create a rectangle inside of them. And then each one of those edge loops I can convert into a curve. So modify, convert, and then polygon edges to curve. So now I have two curves. You can then shift right click, open them. And then if they open at the wrong place, we can always move. So if I select here curve point, I can always decide where I want. Shift right click, we go to curve, and then we should have a move seam somewhere here. There we go. And then let's do it here as well. So shift right, space bar, curve, move seam. So now, if we select both of them, shift right click, open, you see now they're opening from this side, which is what we want. We can then also go curve rebuild and give it some number of subdivisions. I think we were on 19 before. So next, I'm gonna create some new curves. So let's do, and I'm holding X. 1, 2, 3, or maybe I can even do 2. Let's do 1, 2. Oh yeah, that works fine. As long as when you create your curves, if I go shift right, sorry, if I go shift, or what is it? Create curve and then curve tool, I just want to make sure I'm using linear. If I'm using only 2 points, then we can select those and we can go curves rebuild, and then 19 as well. The whole idea is so we match, right? So we have here and we have here. Honestly, we don't even have to match, most probably. Okay, next, I'm going to create a surface, and I'm gonna use loft. I'm gonna use polygons, and I'm gonna use control points as input. So let's do that. And I kind of want to use also in the loft, I want to use maybe linear instead of cubic. And let's do the same thing here. And let's switch to linear. I can keep it cubic, I guess. I don't know. I just decided to go linear. It's more controlled. And now, if we take a look at the UVs, we have these UVs here, and we have these UVs here. So basically, it looks like we have similar looking UVs. So I'm gonna select them, just like on the bottom here, and then control right click to UV shell, and then shift right click if I go to normalize, like this, can normalize them so they're the same place. So these are red, and these are red, so they're matching. There we go. Cool. Now, I will... Well, we can actually subdivide them one time, just so that we have a bit more smoothness here. Awesome. Now, I'll wrap this to this. So I go deform, wrap. So now basically when I move in this guy follows. And then I will transfer attributes from this guy to this guy. So I'll go mesh, transfer attributes, and then I'll go here and I'll use vertex position normal using the UV space. And there we go. Now it's perfectly sitting where I wanted it to be. Now I might have to like adjust the UVs. I'm not sure if it will work. Not sure if it would work. Like I might have to flip it and then do the transfer again. But like if it's facing the wrong direction, so you'll undo it. There we go. And then we'll get this guy, UV. We can then rotate it 180 degrees, like so. And then we can try it again. Mesh, transfer attributes. So, what do we have here? Yeah. And you can see we get something like this. If it squishes it a bit, you can change the UV proportions. But yeah, that's about it. Hopefully this helps. And of course, we can always increase the scale of our geometry on which it sits. Can even hide it. Let's select the geometry, I can hide it. We get like a better idea. Oh yeah, we'll have to do it from the source. And we'll have a better idea of what's going on. So if we hide both of these guys, can kind of see how far it's hovering, and we can still control these guys. Or put them on a layer. Oh, sorry, not this one, but this one. And just have a better idea of what's going on. But at that point, you can just scale this. I think it would work just fine. Hopefully this helps.